Hi guys, I want to do a very short video on endometriosis since it's a point of concern as we speak. Under normal circumstances, a female uterus has what you call the endometrial lining, and this is what shades off during menses. So in the case of endometriosis, usually this endometrial lining are very similar, like just in simple terms, a photocopy of it attaches or implants itself outside the uterus. In most cases, it implants itself in the pelvic, in areas in the pelvic region. In very rare cases, it implants itself in other organs like in the lungs, in the liver. So what happens during menstruation, this lining has exactly the same hormonal changes as the normal uterine lining. So these photocopies, in quotes, shade off as menses. So imagine you have an endometrium lining in the lungs. So that means you'll have your menses in the lungs, and that's a mess. If you have it even in the areas within the pelvic region, you still have a mess because you'll still have your menstrual flow even in the fallopian tube. So what happens in most cases, the very first sign is that you feel a lot of pain during your menses. That is the very first sign that makes you sense or rather fear of having endometriosis. The other common sign is that you have a very heavy bleeding, like it's extremely heavy. And for most of the people during sexual intercourse, you feel a lot of pain. Those are the three most outstanding as at the moment. But then it doesn't actually mean that everybody that is having painful periods has endometriosis. Not everybody who is having heavy menstrual flow has endometriosis. For this case, most people have heavy flow because of the kind of family planning they're using. Story for another day. But most of the people, actually all the people who have endometriosis, have painful sexual intercourse. So if you're having painful periods, it doesn't really qualify you to have endometriosis, but it's an alarm to show you you need to see a gynae to be screened for endometriosis. Like for my case, I have very severe cramps. Like when the case of Gynae came out, so many people called me, are you okay? Is this your case? And my case is different. Yes, I have pain or I cramp a week earlier before my menses. Bad cramping, like extreme cramping. And then it gets more worse during the week of the menses. I have to be on very strong analgesics. I have to take analgesics back to back. Not that I take one analgesic and I'm good to go. No, I have to be on analgesics like for 2 weeks in a month. But my case is different. I was diagnosed with what we call polycystic syndrome. Cysts are different. Cysts are like growths in the uterus, and mostly they are corrected by surgery or medication. But some cases, some people say after they were diagnosed with polycystic syndrome, they gave birth and the cysts went. It happens, but that is not to mean if you have polycystic syndrome you get a baby and that clears off everything. No, if you have painful periods, it's not normal. See a gynecologist. Never push away someone. Ati cramps too, si kila mtu unyesha. It's never the same for anyone. Like if somebody brushes me off, like silly cramps too, like everybody cramps, but not like me. Everybody cramps, but not like the other person you're talking to. So just be gentle to people, be kind to people. Jeez, it costs you nothing. It's just, I know, but I always feel bad when someone just brushes someone off. Cramps too. If you have painful cramps, if you feel pain during sex, if you heavy menstrual flow and you know you're not using any family planning that can lead you to that, please see a gynecologist. Toodles.